Hello, this is Catherine with Oracle Intuitions. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a quick pick a pyramid manifestation reading. So for those of you who have a desire or a goal that you're trying to reach, we're going to take a look into what it is that you could possibly be trying to manifest, or what your desire is. We're going to be taking a look into the actions to take towards that desire. We're going to be taking a look at actions to release, and then we're going to be getting a quick card as to how the universe is helping me today. So what I need you to do is take a look at the pyramids. Go with what resonates with you. Now remember, if you can choose 1, 2, or 3. It doesn't need to be just the one, but go with what resonates with you at this particular moment. Think about your goal. Think about your desire. Think about what it is that you're trying to achieve at this particular time. And we're going to get right into the reading. So I do have links for my websites, Facebook, Instagram down below in the comments. Please follow me on there. I do free readings on Instagram or IGTV as well. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using for today's reading, please, you can find them down below in the description box as well. So we're going to start off with those of you that chose the black pyramid. Okay. So what we're going to start off with is taking a look at what it is that you might possibly be trying to manifest at this time. What is your desire? What is it that you're trying to reach? What goal are you trying to succeed in? Okay. That's too many cards. Okay, so we're looking at the goal or the desire of the person who's watching this. What are they trying to manifest at this particular point? Well, love. Okay, you're trying to, if it's not resonating with you in regards to love, this could also be a sense of completion. Okay, but I do feel for those of you that did pick this particular orgonite, I do feel that it is, a sense of love. You're looking for that wholeness within a relationship. Okay, that happy sense of completion. I feel that for some of you, you may have been struggling with this. Okay, and you may have been in a place where you just found that in the past, relationships just weren't going the way that you wanted them to go. Maybe you were just dealing with, many disappointments. Maybe you were dealing with just people that were coming into your life that weren't, the fit for you. However it is, I feel that you're trying to manifest a relationship or some sort of sense of completion at this point. Now, again, if this, because the Pentacles is coming in, it very well could be a career. It could be some sort of sense of financial wealth as well. But that 10 of Cups is representing, that sense of security, okay, is what I'm getting here. So we're going to take a look into actions to take toward this desire. How is it that we need to manifest? What is it that you need to allow at this current moment? Okay. Now, remember, you may have been doing the work already towards this, and this also could be just confirming cards. It could be things that you need to, improve on, that you need to work on at this particular point. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so what is the best way to manifest this desire? Impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginative hoops, fresh perspective. Yeah, it's interesting because that 5 of Pentacles actually does represent a fresh perspective as well. Okay, it is working through the disbelief is what I'm getting here. So I feel that for some of you, you might be at this place, and I feel like some of you have, you've been trying every manifestation technique. You've been, listening to meditations. You've been, really working on yourself. Maybe even just started choosing different or, more suitable people for you. And you might still be struggling through, to reach this desire. So what I'm actually getting here is there is a sense of disbelief in you. Okay. And instead of allowing yourself to work with divine timing, and I know people hate that word, that divine timing. It's like free will, this person will come, when it's time. But here's the thing, it is so absolutely true, because when we're trying to work with a sense of disbelief at the same time that we're trying to manifest, we're really just going around in circles. Okay, we have to actually really take that true leap ahead to what it is that we're trying to manifest. Now, it's interesting that it's coming in through imaginative leaps, because I find that one of the best ways to manifest is, instead of actually, trying to put all of this energy towards it, it's actually sometimes just taking a step back. But it's also about, maybe just daydream. When we're daydream, we're in a state of happiness. We're in a state of letting go. We're not trying to create something. We're not trying to, bring it to us, because when we're using that word or that feeling of trying, or, trying to accomplish, or we're basically putting out that energy that we're also not there. So when we're daydreaming, when we're in a sense of like a lucid dream, or just daydreaming in general, we really do have that energy sent out to the universe that it is that we need in order to bring that desire closer to us. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling for some of you. We're going to pull one more in regards to what it is that you need to allow. Keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. So I do feel that for some of you, you get very frustrated on top of, the disbelief. So there is that sense of anger. There's that sense of disbelief. There's this sense of, this is never happening. I might as well just forget it. You're in this Five of Pentacles energy where you're, again, it's like a circle. I'm believing I want this to happen, but I'm not seeing the results. So I'm getting anger on the inside. I'm frustrated. I'm all of these things. And it's making it very, very hard for the universe to create. It's kind of like, when we're sending those signals out to the universe, we're sending these positive vibrations out to the universe, and then we start pulling them back because we're not seeing the results immediately. The energy gets confused. It doesn't really know what to do. It's like, okay, well, do they or don't they, or do they or don't they? This is what you're sending out to the universe. So change those signals. And again, maybe perhaps go into a state of daydream. Okay, because when we're daydreaming about what it is that we want to achieve, we are sending out those signals without the blocks or the barriers of our subconscious mind. So we're going to take a look into things that you need to release as well. Okay. So, when we're in regards to keeping your temper, as far as allowing, I feel like you need to allow yourself to keep an even temper. You need to, work on allowing the positive energy that's to come in, okay, instead of all of this negative energy that you may possibly be sending out at that particular moment. So you are rare and free. There are not many like you. So I feel like some of you need to, I feel like some of you are sort of in this state of, I don't know how I can compete. There's all these other people. How am I going to find someone? Again, it goes back into that sense of disbelief. And what I'm getting here is you have to remember, you have to release the fact that you're an individual. You're an individual. And I know that sounds so cliche, or it can sound so, repetitive, like, 'cause we hear that all the time. But if we're sending, again, out that signal, like, oh, what are they going to see in me? I'm not special. I'm not this. Again, you're sending that out into the universe. So when you're giving out that signal, the universe is basically sending back to you what you feel that you deserve. So you need to find yourself into a state of looking at your good and positive and amazing qualities, all of the beauty that's inside of you, whether externally or internally, both, and start sending those out. Start focusing in on the good within yourself instead of that negative focus. Okay. And we're going to pull one more. Changed in the night. You have changed quickly. So I feel like a lot of you have really put the work into allowing yourself to manifest, or allowing yourself, or really working on this manifestation technique. And I do feel that I feel like your work has been recognized. This is what I'm getting. Your work has been recognized, and I feel like the universe is responding to it. But again, it goes back to, you have to allow that time to come around. One of the things that, I've explained to my personal clients when I'm doing readings is there might be that perfect person for you out there. Okay. And when we're sending out those vibrations towards that, we are going to receive it. But the problem is that they also might not be ready. Okay. So if you're sending out the signals that you want of what it is that you want, like you want somebody who's going to match your vibration. And, if you've been doing all of this work and you're really feeling positive, but you're still not seeing the desire, you have to remember that they also might not be in a perfect place at this point in order for your vibrations to meet. So sometimes what we need to do is, again, be patient, okay? Because suddenly and unexpectedly, this person will appear. Now, when people say, well, how come they're not ready? I don't understand. I've been doing all of this work, and basically all of these excuses that go behind that. The other thing I'm actually receiving here too is, and things that I say towards my clients is I let them know, like, look at you, if you were to put bread into the oven and it's half baked, okay, and you just decide to pull it out, you're going to get a mess. Okay. So, especially if it's towards a particular person, you have to allow that energy to, rise. You have to allow that energy to be completed, because you might be in a great place, but they might be in a half-baked place, or vice versa. And until those vibrations reach, it's, you don't want to eat half-baked bread. I mean, that's a terrible analogy, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm saying, right? You don't want somebody coming to you, again, if it's a particular person that you're trying to manifest a relationship with or whatever it is. But, if they're coming to you and they're really just a half-risen loaf of bread, but you're this full, beautiful loaf of bread, those vibrations aren't going to match. Okay. So that's, I know it's a sort of a strange analogy, but that is what I'm getting. So we're going to take a look into what it is that how is the universe helping you manifest at this point? Okay. All right. How is the universe helping you to manifest at this point? We're just going to pull a couple cards towards that. How is the universe helping you manifest at this particular point? Strength, yeah. I feel like for some of you, you've already felt the strength. I do feel that, and again, take this how it resonates. I either feel that, allowing the universe to give you strength will help with this process of, divine timing. Okay. Sometimes it's just that matter of patience. Sometimes we need strength to have that faith that the universe or God or whatever, however it is that you look at it, is bringing this desire to you. All right. So they are giving you strength at this particular time. And the Wheel of Fortune. So things are already changing. I feel like the work that you have been doing, it is giving you that confirmation that what you desire, what it is that you want, that completion, that sense of completion, whether, if it's in a relationship, which is what I'm feeling, the things are changing. Okay. Things are coming together. This Wheel of Fortune, it's saying, again, it is a matter of time. You just have to be a little bit patient. You can even see the clock gears in here. Just have that strength. And call upon the universe, call upon God, call upon, your own internal faith, and just keep doing the work that you're doing, because this manifestation is coming to light, is what I'm getting. So I truly hope that is help for those of you that have picked the black organite. And we're going to take a look into the blue organite. So for those of you that chose the blue organite, we're going to take a look. We're going to start off with a couple of cards representing your desire. Okay. What is it that you could be trying to manifest at this particular time? Okay. What are you trying to manifest? Or what may you be trying to manifest at this time? And remember, again, if the cards, if the black didn't resonate with you, or if the blue doesn't resonate you, please, by all means, choose another organite. Or maybe it is even all three. You might be taking messages from all three. So I feel like for some of you, you're looking for peace. You may have had some internal battles. These could be external battles as well. Yeah. See, there you go. Ace of Cups. I feel like this could be peace. It also could be some sort of sense of inner love for yourself, this self-assurance, maybe more confidence, a sense of, pulling from the universe and feeling strong, confident, secure within yourself. This could be with other people as well, where you're again, just wanting that peace. You're wanting to bring that sense of love and just calmness to a particular situation. This might be for those of you who are battling some sort of, issue at this time. This is what I'm getting. So I feel like for some of you, you've been, struggling. I feel like for some of you, you've been putting your best effort forward to try to clear up a situation. And again, this could be like an internal battle of some sort within yourself, a sense of peace, a sense of security, a sense of just overall wellness within your body, mind, and soul is what I'm getting here. So we're going to take a look at, and again, it could be very much external issues. Maybe you're having some sort of, sense of issues with, people around you. Could be family, friends, co-workers. Take it as it resonates. But I do feel that this might be something that you're trying or at currently. And, this doesn't need to be a long-term goal. This could be just an immediate goal of something that it is that you're currently struggling with. Okay. So let's take a look at a couple of cards of what it is that we need to allow action to take towards achieving this desire. Lead the way, be the leader, show others how it's done, and you can help others. So yeah, I feel like for some of you, this battle has been going on for a while, and sometimes we get so trapped within the emotions or the actions of other people that we forget that sometimes we need to just take a step back. For some of you, I feel like you might need to lead the way in clearing up this issue. Okay. And again, this could be within yourself, but I do feel that for a good portion of you, like this might be some sort of external battle. If you continue to, head into the battle as well, or this conflict, it's just going to continue. And I feel like the action that you need to take is to be the leader, show others how it's done. Put a sense of maturity into the situation, maybe take a step back, present it with a sense of, diplomacy is what I'm getting. The unknown, descent, momentum, change. So I feel now the action that you need to take is I feel like you need to get out of the feeling of being insecure with that. We don't always know how people are going to respond when we suddenly change, or when we suddenly take a leadership role, or we suddenly start, behaving in a different manner towards a situation. And it's saying here that taking those steps toward that allows the change. Okay, so that is the action that you need to take. It's saying here you might not always know what the result is going to be, but it is going to be the best course of action. And I feel like the word faith is in here as well. Momentum, like the faster that you present yourself in a more, in a sense of strength, and like I said, diplomacy, it is going to help that situation. Now, I do feel that for some of you, again, it might be like an internal battle within yourself. Maybe you're looking for a deeper sense of self-confidence. And I do feel, again, be the leader. Okay. We can't achieve that sense of self-confidence or that being self-assured when we're sitting there focusing in on the stuff that we no longer need to focus in on. Okay, we need to be the leader and shove all that crap to the side, and take that step forward. Allow allow that momentum to change your own personal feelings towards yourself, to gain that confidence, to gather that strength, is what I'm getting here. So we're going to look at things that you need to release, or the actions to release, possibly. And again, you know what? Here's the thing. You might even have a long-term goal, okay? But at the current moment, you might feel like you're actually battling, like you feel like you're struggling to gain that long-term goal because of the current events that are going on, around you at this particular point. And what they're saying, in order to achieve that long-term goal, I'm feeling like you need to, take that step back again, descent, move yourself away from other people. It's okay to like take a step back, go into yourself, even go into that like type of hermit mode, but be the leader and, present solutions, again, in a diplomatic way, because that might help with your long-term goal. If you're so focused on what the current issue is, which I feel that it might be for some of you, you're so focused in on, the current discord of what it is that you're dealing with, it's hard to achieve your long-term goal, because you're focusing in on all other sorts of crap that's not necessary to achieve what it is that you're trying to achieve. So things to, the actions to release. It says eternity, endless moments, repetition. So I feel like some of you, this is a cycle. And I do feel that for some of you, you might actually get yourself caught in other people's battles, is what I'm getting. You might, in order to distract yourself, you might actually, sort of look for distractions or things that could be a distraction. So, if you have this 5 of Wand energies where, there's discontent, discord, people are sort of arguing, they're coming at each other, fighting. Maybe these aren't even your fights. I feel like a sense of repetition in here. So, or maybe perhaps, your group of people are that type of sense where there's always this, sort of battling that is going on. And it's saying here, take yourself out of it, take a step back, stop repeating this cycle. And again, if you're trying to distract yourself, or maybe you're not even recognizing the fact that you're distracting yourself by focusing in on other people's issues, even if they're really none of your business, or it really has nothing to do with you. Again, take that step back, stop repeating this cycle. Okay, because if you've got your own goals, stop focusing in on other people's. Painting the roses red, covering up errors. Yeah, I feel like for some of you as well, there might be some of you that are literally sitting here thinking, she doesn't know what she's talking about, right? Or that's not what, I'm just helping out other people, or what, and that's fine. That's your own internal battle. I'm just telling you as the messages are coming to me. But what I'm getting here is, that covering up errors. It's like sometimes we have to sit and actually look at our own actions. Okay. So whatever it is that you're trying to achieve in your long-term goals, sometimes we just have to suck it up and face it and go, okay, what is it that I'm doing within myself that is not recognizing, my forward movement? How is it that I'm not creating my forward movement? Is what I'm getting. And sometimes we really do have to take a step back and we have to look into ourselves. What is it that I can improve? What is it that, what am I trying to cover up? What am I trying to cover up? What things do I need to face within myself? Okay. And that's really what I keep getting. It's time to, take a step up in order to be a leader, in order to clear up, these issues that might be preventing you from reaching your long-term goal. You have to step forward, be the leader, stop covering up errors. A leader doesn't cover up errors. They face their errors. Okay. And then they find a solution for them. And this is what I'm getting. So we're going to take a look at how the universe is helping you at this particular time. Taking a look into how the universe is helping you. What energy is the universe sending you? What signs is the universe even trying to send you at this time? Okay. I feel like this one. Judgment. Yeah, I you know, it's funny how I talked about how the universe might be sending you signs. This, when the Judgment card comes in, this really is, for me, when I see this, you can see that big angel. I feel like you are getting help from the universe. And I feel like some of the things that I talked about, you know, in achieving your own self-confidence, just taking a step back from other people's battles, stop distracting yourself, facing your own errors. You know, we can cover up all the junk that we want to, but it's not making it go away. You're just basically digging a hole. Right? And I feel like for some of you, you may have already felt this universe trying to dig into that subconscious. And sometimes it's a very uncomfortable feeling. You know, we'll feel like, okay, why am I feeling like this? Why am I going into this, maybe a state of depression? Or why am I feeling like, you know, all of these old issues are coming to the surface? And I feel like it is time to release them. Stop, instead of covering up errors, it's time to take a good look at them, take them and face them head on, and then allow them to release. Okay? Because once we start accepting responsibility for our own actions or for our own feelings, that's when the universe really starts taking control, and it really starts stepping in and helping us to achieve what it is that we are trying to achieve. And the Chariot, yeah, I feel like, you know, I feel like they're trying to move you forward. So some of the feelings that you may have been receiving could be very uncomfortable, okay? Maybe you're already recognizing the fact, you know, of some of the things that I had talked about, some of the things like, you know, our own issues. And again, it is an uncomfortable feeling, but it is something that we sometimes have to face in order to move forward. Okay. And this is exactly what I'm feeling. And I also feel too, is you can ask your angels or your guides you can just say to them, what is it that I need to release in order to achieve my goal? And I feel that once you ask, the motion forward is going to come very quickly. You may even have a couple of days where you're just feeling like, oh my gosh, why is all of this energy hitting me? But remember that it is a time to release. Okay, they're trying to get you to release all of those feelings, and the only way we can release them is to face them. And once we face them, we actually help them to dissipate. We're not just burying them anymore. They just dissipate. And that clears our energy, and it clears up the blocks and barriers that we need in order to manifest and to create that beautiful goal that we're striving towards. All right. So I truly hope that that is helpful for those that have picked the blue pyramid. We're going to go into the red pyramid now. And again, we're going to be looking into two cards representing your possible desire. Okay, what goal are you trying to reach? What desire are you trying to achieve? And please remember that these readings may not resonate with everyone. That's perfectly okay. The pyramid you chose may not resonate with you. Just choose another one, or you can take the messages that you're receiving from all three. Just take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. Okay. So I apologize for the pause in the crystal. I was shuffling the cards and I realized that the camera had stopped filming. So, okay, my apologies. I just stopped it, and there is a little bit of a break in the filming here. So that's okay. We're going to look into, for those of you that chose the red crystal, the red organite pyramid, we're going to be taking a look into what it is that you might be trying to manifest at this particular time. you like this one? Happiness. Okay, so that sun is coming through. And this could be just a general way of life, that happiness. Maybe you've, done some struggles. Yeah, the Page of Swords is coming through. So I feel like for some of you, you've gone through, you may have gone through a period where you just feel like everything is difficult. You might have even had to cut away some people away from your life. You're looking to achieve some sort of sense of contentment, happiness coming through. I do feel like you might even be wondering if there's communication coming through. Maybe you're trying to manifest some sort of, again, a person, a place, a thing. You might be waiting for communication. For some of you, you may have already been thinking about cutting somebody out of your life, or maybe you just did cut somebody out of your life, or maybe somebody cut you out of their life. But what I feel like you're trying to manifest is this sense of completion and happiness, just basically starting to see the sun again. I feel like for some of you, you may have just been kind of wandering through life, or maybe just things have been super hard for you in the past few months. And I feel like for some of you, you're trying to achieve this sense of rising above issues. You may have even had just a whole slew of issues that have been coming up lately. You might even be feeling like you're not achieving what it is that you want to achieve. And you're kind of just wondering, when am I going to achieve this? When is this happening? It might even be sense of timing in here. So let's take a look at, we're going to take a look at actions to take. Okay. And again, if this Organite doesn't resonate with you, by all means, please choose either the blue or the black, but there may be messages in here that will just help you achieve your goal. It might be just messages that you need to hear for whatever reason it is. I'm going to actually, what I want to do is I want to see if we can get a little bit more perhaps specific with, what it is that you're trying to achieve here. Because I do, even though I sense it's just a feeling of overall happiness, I feel like for some of you, you may want to have something a little bit more direct, okay? I'm just going to pull a card here. Let's see if we can get something a little bit more direct. Again, it's happiness. I feel like for some of you, this might even just include like a sense of, happier family, sense of, happier, it very well could be just even a social life. But I do feel that for some of you, you have tried, and you've had to remove some people out of your life, or it may be, you're debating if you should be removing people from your life, or removing situations in order to achieve this better sense of balance, this better sense of happiness. You can see these, these people with the Three of Cups are like celebrating, they're happy, they're, happy to be together. I'm feeling like, yeah, it's a sense of better balance within relationships of some sort. Now, this could be, romantic, friends, family, take it as it resonates. But I feel like for some of you too, this might even have to do with career, where you're hoping to achieve a better balance, maybe with your coworkers or bosses. So these are actions that you need to take in order to achieve this goal. And it says time, pressure, in a rush. So, for actions to take, I feel like you need to start taking the steps toward this. I feel like for some of you, you might not have made that move yet to remove what it is that you need to remove. And again, I am feeling like there might be a sense of people in here. But it is saying that, now's the time to do it. You don't need to wait around. I feel like for some of you, you might be worried about hurt feelings. You might be worried, are these people going to retaliate in some way? But it is really saying here that time, pressure, in a rush. I feel like now is the time to do it in order to achieve this happiness that you're looking for. The next one that's coming in is forget who you are. Conditioning falls away. Memory no longer defines you. Yeah. Again, I feel like if some of you are worried about how, maybe you're feeling like these people are going to have their feelings hurt. Maybe it might even be people that you've had in your life for a long time, the friends or again, family, coworkers, whatever it is, but they're really holding you back in some sense of not allowing you to move forward. And I'm feeling that for some of you, this Page of Swords energy, I mean, this Page of Swords can be sometimes very immature, very undiplomatic, very, just, they can be very, they're childlike kind of meanness, I want to say. And they might be that type of people. I feel like for some of you, this might be friends. You might be looking for a different group of friends. That Page of Swords energy can be very much like, let's say you have a goal, okay, and you're trying to manifest a goal. And you talk to your best friends about it, you talk to people around you about it, and they're very, oh, you can never make that happen. You're not good enough. Oh, I can't see that happening for you. Why don't you do this instead? Basically, people trying to deter you from your goal. This is what I'm getting. And I'm getting also here too, is like, it's like you're trying to get this, you're trying to achieve this goal, and you have this negative person coming through, or negative people. And again, this, this could be a negative emotion within yourself. Okay. It doesn't always need to be external. It doesn't need to be people. So take again how that resonates with you. It could be a negative emotion within yourself. Maybe you're trying to achieve that goal, and this negative emotions keep coming in going, oh, you're not good enough. You can't do that, whatever it is. But it is saying here, it's time to start taking those steps forward in order to achieve this happiness. It's time to remove these things that you no longer need. And you're forgetting who you are. Okay. Sometimes we don't want to let go of people because we've known them for a long time. Maybe we have a sense of guilt, or maybe they've been friends for a long time. And, it could be like somebody you've known for 20 years, but now that you're trying to achieve what it is that you're trying to achieve, they keep coming in and kind of putting you in a negative place. Okay. And it's saying here, you're forgetting who you are. Okay. Allow that conditioning to fall away. Okay. Allow those negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, whatever it is, people to fall away, because you are forgetting who you are. You're forgetting who your true soul is inside of you. This is what I'm getting. So what are things that we need to release, or actions in order to help us to release? Nonsense. It's time to talk sense. I love this, because it is, it's time to start talking realistically to yourself. Okay. So what you need to release from this is these people, or this, again, emotion, I take it as it is. You need to release this. It's saying, it's time to talk sense now. Stop getting into this. I keep wanting to use the word negative Nelly, like, don't let that take away from who you are. You know who you are. It's time to start talking sense to yourself in order to move forward. And remember that these are not, this is just advice to help you in the current moment in order to achieve your goal. Okay. This is, the energy that's coming in at this particular moment. So the universe has recognized the fact that you are trying to achieve your goal, and this is the advice that it's giving you at this particular time. What did we just say? Choose who you will become. Sometimes we let the talk, either in our head or from other people, again, define us. Okay. And, we're sitting there, and, what you might be feeling on the inside. Look, I know I can do this. I know I can do this. I feel like this. Why do I keep hearing these negative things, these, negative thoughts or feelings or words from other people or within myself? Okay. You need to define who you are. Choose who you will become. Okay. And in order to do that, we got to cut out this other crap that you no longer need. Okay. And it's hard, especially if it is other people, especially if it's people that have been in our lives for a long time. Or, maybe people around us, or it could be family, friends, however. And sometimes it's not even a matter of just cutting them out. Like, you don't want to, particularly cut out sometimes a particular person, especially if you still love them deeply. But at the same time, it might be just a time to step back, or maybe just not share your dreams with them, because you do recognize the fact that every time I do so, I'm keep getting these negative comments, or I almost feel like for some of you, it very well could be like that mother, child relationship. It could be somebody older. It could be somebody, even within the family. It could be just this crotchety old friend that you've got here, that is every time you're, feeling excited about something, it's like you got a new hairdo and they look at you and you love it. You're excited. You can't wait. And they like, why did you do that to your hair? These are the type of people, thoughts, feelings, or emotions that you may have to take a step back from. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look into how is the universe helping you at this time. And again, you know what? This is not the easiest thing to do. It's not an easy thing to do, to walk away from somebody, but you're already feeling it. Okay. And the universe is saying, look at, you know what? We got you back. We want to support you in this. Okay. And it's time to focus on yourself and not worry about other people. Okay. Even though the memory might be there, maybe, don't let memory define you. Okay. It is hard to let go of people. It's even hard to let go of some of our own thoughts. But, there's a really good saying is that if you treat yourself like your best friend, like a best friend would truly never say to you, what the hell did you do to your hair? They're not going to do that. Well, I mean, maybe if they were really trying to protect you or something like that. But talk to yourself as though how you would talk to somebody else. Okay? Be that loving, generous person towards yourself, and expect that from other people is what I'm getting. So we're going to look into, again, what cards are coming through from the universe. How is the universe helping you at this particular time? Page 1. Yeah, so like new energy is coming through is what I'm getting. It's the start of new energy. Once you start releasing that old junk that's coming through, it allows for that new energy. So it might even be just a new group of people. Okay. It might be just a stronger sense of self that is coming through, but you're going to start realizing and recognizing those feelings, and the universe, I feel, is really helping to bring that forward. I feel so for some of you, this might also just be a confirmation at the fact, like you're wondering, should I, cut out these people or this person or however it is, should I take a step forward? And again, this could even be, coworkers, all of that, but the universe is already telling you, yes, it's giving you that confirmation. Yes, it's time to take that step forward. And the King of Swords. So, again, what I was just saying is I feel like for some of you, you already know. So this is a lot of the King of Swords is, very, he's very strong. He can also be sometimes very spiritual, but he doesn't put up with a lot of nonsense. And I feel like that help that you're receiving from the universe at this particular time is it's giving you that strength to move ahead. Sometimes we have to cut out the emotions towards, the particular, events or the person in order to move forward with this Knight of Swords. He's charging forward. I actually called it the King of Swords, but it is the Knight of Swords. So they're charging forward, and the universe is helping you to do that. It's helping you to bring in that new energy of this Page of Wands. Okay, is what I'm getting. The Knight of Swords doesn't hold back. He just goes. And I feel like as soon as you say to the universe, look at, I am ready. Help me get the strength, help bring in new things. Sometimes we just have to ask for it, okay? And put ourselves in a place of not worrying about the result of it, because we know that somebody's got our back, and that's exactly Seven of Pentacles. That's when things really start to form. Okay, so plant those seeds, and still, don't let other people bring down your dreams is what I'm getting. Don't let others distract you or bring down your dreams. Plant those seeds, do the work that is needed. Again, whether this is internally or externally, and you're really going to start seeing the results of this creation. It's really interesting actually, because I'm talking about planting seeds, and it's the Seven of Pentacles. And, when you see that, it's like that harvest, okay? And you're planting those seeds, allowing it to grow. And I feel like that sun, coming through. So it's almost like you can see these yellow flowers. It's like the start of those yellow flowers starting to bloom. And here it is. Once we cut out the junk that we no longer need within our minds or whether around us, it allows these sunflowers to grow and bloom and blossom into that beautiful result that we're hoping to achieve. So I truly hope that this reading has helped. Please click like, please subscribe, please take care, and thank you so much.